Hey Guardians, welcome back to the sinful side of things. I am Mr. Sin, back with another Destiny 2 video. In this video, I want to go over something that I've never done before, something that I want to try out and challenge myself, right? I wanted to go in there with two sidearms, rocking the Mechaneers Tricksleeves. Okay, so the sidearms that I've chosen for this little personal challenge, right, is the Buzzard, the ritual weapon from the Vanguard. You know, I'm rocking Outlaw with Swashbuckler on that, and I put backup mag on there, you know, just to give me a couple extra bullets, you know. For the secondary sidearm, I'm using Last Hope. Now, Last Hope was a Destiny 2 vanilla gun. I'm pretty sure you guys are familiar with this. Those of you who are not familiar with this, Last Hope was around since Destiny 2 started, right? The role that I have for this Last Hope, I have a quick dot, sights, whatever, ricochet rounds or armor piercing rounds. I just decided to go with ricochet to give me that, you know, a little bit more stability. I have quick draw on it, so this way I'm, you know, when I switch to it, I can draw it unbelievably quicker, right? Because that's what it says, unbelievably quicker. And hip fire grip, okay? So, and I have range masterwork on it, okay? And for this Mechaneers Tricksleeves, for those of you who don't know, this is a exotic arm piece for the hunter. It increases sidearm ready and reload speed, and while you are critically wounded, swapping to a sidearm increases its damage. Now, that was my idea for this. Like, that is what intrigued me to do this, okay? Because I thought, okay, so rocking two sidearms, what do I gotta do for that? I have to be rushy as hell, right? Like, you have to, like, you gotta be rushing around. You gotta be kind of like AP, I guess, but like not AP, just like kind of like a runner, gunner, in their face type of, you know, play style. You know, it's not like for the faint of heart. This is like, you know, kind of like a hard challenge, you know? So, using these Mechaneers Tricksleeves, I thought to myself, okay. So if I have on two sidearms, and no matter which one I switch to, if I'm critically wounded, it should give me that damage buff. And indeed it did. Now, as you know, or some of you who don't know, the Buzzard has Swashbuckler on it. Now, in this video, I am rocking a Void subclass. I'm going invisible, you know, because I'm trying to get up on people to, you know, get a kill or at least get into a fight, right? And be critically wounded after the fight. Like, I wanted to get into a fight, a gunfight, kill the guy, but because I was just in a gunfight, be critically wounded, and then swap to my other sidearm. So this way, no matter what, you know, whatever weapon I swap to, I'm swapping to a sidearm, and because I have the Mechaneers Tricksleeve being critically wounded, I get that damage buff. Now, the Buzzard has Swashbuckler, right? If I get a melee kill, I get Swashbuckler times 5, and if I'm fighting with the Last Hope first, and I switch to the Buzzard, so that means like, okay, I get that trick sleeve buff plus, you know, Swashbuckler buff. I think it was like a crazy cool build that I was doing here, right? So don't mind my dog, he's just a little happy. He's wondering what, he's like, what are you doing in there? Who are you talking to? You talking to me? He misses me. Anyway, yeah, so I mean, that's what I wanted to do. Now this challenge, it like I said, man, it's my own personal challenge. It's not like a challenge that's going around right now or whatever, but I'm noticing like a lot of people are using sidearms more. It's like a sidearm meta that we're in, kind of, right? A lot of people in this game are still using Duskrock Blues, are still using Jotuns, as you can see right there. I got killed by the Recluse. Now those are still, you know, awesome weapons, right? But I wanted to do this too because I wanted to challenge myself, right? And I want to encourage people to challenge themselves. Like, challenge yourselves, man. Now, for your PvP players who are really good at this, I know you guys are going to put on weapons that you could be most effective, or sometimes you may challenge yourself, right? But I know that you have your loadout, your Duskrock Blues, your Jotun, your Recluse, your Not Forgotten, your Revokers. I have all those weapons too, but again, people always complain about the meta this, meta that, blah, 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 blah. You need to understand something. We as players, we create the meta, right? Players create the meta. The game doesn't create the meta. We as players create the meta because we put on what's popular. Like, for example, how many times have you played a Crucible match, got killed by a gun, like you have your loadout, and then you got killed by, say, a Crimson? You're like, whoa, he killed me so fast. How many times have you switched your loadout and put on Crimson just because you got murked by it really, really quick? You know, I'm guilty of that myself. I'm not saying necessarily guilty, you know, like putting on the Crimson, but I have done that in the past. But now, what I wanted to do, like I said, you know, like challenge myself. You know, is there something else out there, some different build out there that I can do and be effective with and make some exotics that I've never used before useful? Like, I don't think I've ever used these Mechaneers Tricksleeves ever in the history of Destiny 2, ever. Maybe when the Rat King was like, you know, first dropped, maybe I put these on just to see. Like, maybe I had these things on for 10 minutes, you know, 2 years ago. But Zer's selling them, so I'm like, ooh, you know what? Let me do a quick little something. You know, let me put on 2 sidearms. So this way, when I'm switching weapons, no matter what weapon I'm switching to, I'm going to get that little damage, because you are going to be critically damaged fighting with 2 sidearms. You are going to be, because sidearms don't really have range, right? You got to get up close and personal with this build that I'm doing. By doing so, you're going to win your gunfight. You know, if you win your gunfight, you're going to be up close and personal with the guy. You're going to win your gunfight. But because he was shooting you too, you're going to be, maybe you might be critically wounded, maybe not, I don't know. But 9 times out of 10, you're going to be critically wounded, right? So by being critically wounded, you switch your gun, bang, bang, bang. Now you got 2 sidearms. So, you know, I just did this just a challenge, you know, just to see if there's something else out there that might be viable. And plus, you know, it's inside the game, you know. People say, like, you know, Destiny might be lacking some stuff. No, I think people are lacking imagination. You lack the imagination to challenge yourselves. Put on something different. I know you people are good with the Dust Rock Blues. I know you people are good with the Recluse, Revoker Snipers, and all these crazy metas that we had for the last year and a half. But you know what? Go challenge yourselves, man. Go put on the Scout Rifle, right? Go put on, you know, something that's in your vault, that's been in there for a year, and put some other stuff on and challenge yourselves, because you guys have it in you to do it, you know? Anyway, I just wanted to do this for you guys. Maybe you guys can challenge yourself. Go put on 2 sidearms, go put on the Mechaneers Tricksleeves, and see how you fare, right? And this one, I think I got like 28 defeats or something like that, you know? Like a 2.0 KDA or whatever it is nowadays. But anyway, I just wanted to make this quick little thing, you know, to show you guys that there is other options out there as far as PvP stuff. So don't be afraid to challenge yourself, guys. You guys got it, bro. With that being said, if you ain't sinning, you ain't winning. Hope you guys have a safe and happy new year. We are on the cusp of 2020, and I feel like 2020 is going to be a great year for our community here, you know, Destiny and everything, guys. So eyes up, man.